break and we'll get right back to it. Okay. Hello everyone, Larkin Omega here. You're watching my modded Factorio playthrough. This is episode 14, and we are currently working on getting electric smelters, electric foundries set up, really. I'm not sure as to the spacing, as to if this will work in the long run, but for right now, what we are doing is we're getting this set up. Oops, this belt is in the way. Yeah, so we tore off the bottom bit of my former smelter or foundry. It's not a smelter, it's a foundry because that's what it's called when you're turning ore into plates and stuff. When you're refining ore, it's called a foundry, not a smelter. So the bottom, it's working just fine now. I'm gonna need to upgrade to blues at some point, but for right now, that's going. And we need to make some more. So what am I short? I'm short some steel, and then the advanced circuit. So I'm actually short copper and some steel. So what we need to do is we need to, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 on each side and then bring it up and pump it out the top. So that way I can feed ore into the sides of the thing and then have it come out the very top instead. I think that leaves me 4 spaces in the middle if I do it with 5 on either side. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to pick this whole damn thing up. Let's stop the in. How many more can I make? 1, 2. Okay. Don't need to make 5. I need to make 4. Because I've got 1 in my inventory right now, and that's going to screw up my steel, but that is okay. Because we're gonna in the near future set up a steel foundry anyway. So the electrics are a lot smoother as far as providing for belts and everything. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to plunk you down right there and give you your output belt right here right now, because we will change this in just a bit. But we've got to wait on them to get made before we can. So grab there, output there. Bunch of stone furnaces. Oh well. Okay. And that is providing quite a bit of iron, just with those 5. So going to 10 is going to be just as good. And I think our power might be an issue. We might have to upgrade the power. How are we doing? Nope. We're at 5 megawatts. Our production isn't even, like, it's not even being tested at the moment. How are we doing? We're still we're saturated on solid fuel. We've got a lot of production, a lot of power coming in. Okay, so we're at half. Oh, so what that's reading is the production that the building can put out, which is 50, and we're only at half of that. So one of the things I need to do is I'm going to need to make another power building and nestle these guys inside of that power building. Yeah. And then we're going to need to provide, I don't know if we're going to need some more water or not. This might need to get moved. Yeah, it might need to get moved at some point. Probably to the top. Actually, that might be a good idea to do right now before it gets even more saturated. So what we'll do is we'll move this up top and change the way it works. And yeah, you just bring it over. We'll put you down right here. You'll provide 2 outs and then over. And we will throw all you back in here. This will just come straight down and then straight over. So it looks like we are burning through quite a bit of solid fuel. It's not too bad, but it is getting used at the moment. I want to get some solar panels up, but you know the deal with that. Okay, 3. There we go. And these will clear off this belt pretty good. Okay. All right, that's better. That gives us room to put in another one of these pumps if we need it. And then we can, I think we can provide up to 4 of these off of one set. So should be good. Yeah, we can't do that then the other side. Alright, okay, so back out. We do need to get that built at some point. But we've finally got all our furnaces made. So we will drop these down. And then get these in place. 1, 2, 3. And the issue is that we no longer need all that there. 2, 3. And we don't need that sitting there. And there we go. Our iron production is now free of coal, but our steel production still is relying on coal. Luckily we've got a ton of it. So I think what I will do is I will, instead of that there, we'll put down a chest and put down an arm, and we will just let the steel continue as is with all that coal in its backup. One thing we'll do is we'll just drop those in there too. Yeah. So that's good. The electric furnaces are a lot more efficient ore-wise as well. Or time-wise. They produce it a little bit faster. So they're almost saturating that belt, and we're done with our research queue. So now we can make small pumps, and construction robots. But we can't research the roboports, so we can only use the construction robots in our personal thing. Wow, I cannot think. Our personal roboport, which we can't make because we don't have roboports. So, in reality, the robots are kind of pointless to me at the moment. We need to make furnaces for copper. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab more copper here, and we're going to cut off this coal supply. And we're going to reorganize where our copper comes in from and where it goes. And we're going to call it Cotton Eye Joe. Because it comes from somewhere and goes somewhere. Where does it come from? Where does it go? And we're running short on steel now. That's not that big of a deal. So I do kind of want to continue with the steel production over here. So if I do here, 1, 2, 3, and then the input from here, that is an issue because that's offset a little bit more. Interesting problems with Factorissimo. Really interesting problems with Factorissimo. So that means that this design is not great. And I think... Because I remember that my designs for... Might have to bring them down through the ceiling. Because... and then just have the two... Yeah, because I have this other design with a whole bunch of furnaces. I think it's 15 in a line and 4 wide, and it takes one blue belt of 4, and it'll run it all the way to the end. And I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. It takes one blue belt in, and then it splits it off and sends it down each line. And then I do put beacons in between these in good spots because they fit. And I'm trying to think. Well, I probably just have to change it up later, is what it comes down to. Because the way I've got this set up right now, with the coal and everything, is not ideal. And in fact, I need to just remove the coal right now. Remove this whole line of coal. But I need to put this coal right here like that. Okay. I need to remove this whole line of coal because it's not necessary anymore. See, I'm thinking, like, I'll just bring in another here, but that's only going to feed one line of furnaces. And I think what I can do is instead have the two... Oh, that's right. You don't get picked up unless I do something special. And that's getting on my nerves. Need to set up a lot of the research queues. Okay, let's see. What do I want to research? There's got to be some green stuff that I haven't researched quite yet. You're green, so we'll put you in the queue. We'll go ahead and start you. You're green, but I don't really use you guys. What are you? Explosives? Somewhat useful later. Laser needs to go in the queue. Yes, you need to go in the queue. Landfill, concrete, electric energy accumulators need to go in the queue. Rails need to go in the queue for sure. We can get logistics robots. Okay, so lots of stuff that needs to go in the queue. So you need to go in the queue. You and you need to go in the queue. You do. Who do you do? Signaling needs to go in the queue. Logistics robots can go in the queue. Alien technology. Are you blue science? You take lots of stuff, but you're green. Okay. Yeah, well, that looks like a good queue for right now. What about rail tankers? Okay, yeah. That will work out right now. I think I need to move batteries up in the queue. Let's just cancel that out. Cancel that. Cancel that. Move batteries. I'm not sure what... If that's batteries or batteries for... You know, let's check that out. That's a good queue so far. Batteries. Modular armor batteries. So not even the batteries that I need. This is all for modular armor, which is not bad. I just don't have what I need to make for it yet. Portable solar panel. Productivity modules. Oh, all those are green science, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and throw in a bunch of more queues. So we got rail tankers, which will be useful. And then we will throw on you, and you. Just to get you guys started researching. What are you? Shuttle train. Shuttle train needs to go up in the queue. Oops. Shuttle train goes up to above rail tankers. Yep. Okay. Shuttle train is a really neat mod that once I get into railroads I'll want to use. And we got biters at 13.6 already. I must be producing a lot of pollution at the moment. Yeah, I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do right now. I need to get this set up though, so let's pick up all this. And how many did I make? I've got 2. I need 1, and then I'm short steel, which I can get a little bit. 2. I'll make 1 more of these. And we'll actually adjust the copper input. Oh shoot. That's the only annoying thing, is that the resources that get stuck stay stuck. If they would just move forward, it wouldn't be an issue. But you can't cut it off from the inside. Okay, so let's pick all this up. We might even just like one side a belt. I don't know, haven't decided yet. Oh, you know what we can do? We can bring copper in the bottom and bump it out the side instead of the top. So that's useful. Yeah, that's what we'll do for right now. We'll bring copper in the bottom, and we will bring it in like this, and since it's not that important to have a fully saturated copper belt, we can do this. Actually, let's make it go down to the bottom of it. Just for right now. This will all get changed. I keep saying that, but it will all get changed, and I will probably change it a few times. And this is going to be the new copper in, so nighttime. And then we will provide out, out, out. And then this goes over. And comes down. And instead of this, we pull you up. And we will end up putting a underground belt right here. And we will probably end up, let's pull this up and put underground belt to here. A little bit janky, but it works, and it will continue to work. So reverse that, get you out of the will. We still need power though, so you'll get picked up. Power to there, power to there, power overwhelming. Here we go. And you can get picked up. You can get picked up, and actually you can completely get picked up. We can get all this picked up. And then we will put in the export belts here and here. And I'm trying to remember where I stuck those. 2 and 3. So it needs to be either need to jog north 1 or no, this is fine. So that should come in. Yeah. Okay. We just need power. Our power situation is a little bit. Oh. Ooh. Okay. So that doesn't count as an in-belt. So pick you up and move you one over. Oh, my tool ran out. So fun stuff there, guys. And there we go. We got the copper coming in. And we put you down right there. And we need to do the... Oh, I should have made one of these. It takes an engine unit. Ha, never mind. So I need one of those balance bits. So we will do this, and it will come over and down, and then you will go down and over, and this whole thing will come over, over, down, over. And then that way the belt will be somewhat balanced. I am really talented at cutting power to my buildings completely. Alright. Ah, excuse me. We can do this a little bit better. Right there. Pick all this up. Plunk you down like that. And then just bring it in like that. Okay. So that finishes that. Don't need this as much as we did. Okay. Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't that be? I have a bunch of red inserters. So, I'm gonna go fix that up at the top. And I'll just solve that issue for right now. Okay. And that should actually run the Foundry pretty darn good. Let's go check on our power. Let's see how we doing. We are at half. So we'll hit about 10. I think each one of these produces 1 megawatt. We do need to get these moved into their own building. And then get that joy figured out inside that building. But for right now we're doing good. Okay, so what's going on here? You are not producing because of why? What is backed up? The plastic is backed up. So we need to get the plastic out of here. Yeah, we're producing too much plastic. So we'll grab all the plastic and we will in fact start exporting it out. Oh no, we can't. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay. Geez, my inventory's getting full. We need to start exporting the plastic out to elsewheres. So pull this down and then grab all that coal. And I believe we'll just start pumping it out here. Granted, there's not a lot of... let's pull it out the bottom most. So, again, I've screwed up. but we will pull it out here, and that'll allow for a lot of fucking power poles getting in the way. Okay. My power situation is dire. Yeah. So, okay. So what we've got some copper coming in. The foundry is kind of far away from everything else. We could do with having these belts be longer. Science is kind of misplaced, but for right now, things are relatively stable. We've got enough power. We have income. We could use some more copper miners. But that's not super duper important. Yeah, so we're doing alright. My inventory is full. Let me get this stuff distributed real quick. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put down that guy in the correct direction. So yeah, there's no way he's gonna empty that now. Anyway, so those are doing good. Our iron is pumping along just great. Steel could be a little bit better, but it's working for right now. I've got a ton of plastic that's being made that I actually need to make sure I keep flowing. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's make up another storehouse, and all this will do is hold the plastics, and we'll put it right here so we can easily get to it. And just plunk it down right there. We'll grab a yellow and give it some power somehow. You are one too far up. There we go. We can drop all the plastics in there. We need to get some stone stuff making again, but for right now we are rocking along pretty darn good. Yeah, this is working out pretty solidly. I'm still kind of wishy-washy on what my final design for the foundry is going to be, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. My input from the top and push out the sides, I don't know. We will have to see. But for right now, I have been Larkin Omega, and you've been watching my modded Factorio playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it, and come check me out next time. See ya.